If I could just encourage you to do one thing, it's to make the time for your practice. Hey, it's Rolly here. If you hear any panting, it's because I've got a little dog hiding under here while Paul and the kids are at an exhibition. We are at a show in Farmley, which is a house in the centre of a park right in the middle of Dublin called Phoenix Park. I think it's one of the biggest parks in a city in Europe. I think it's close to Vondel Park in terms of size, if you've ever been there in Amsterdam. One of the things I've been thinking a lot about recently is you can't push beyond where you are, or it's really hard. And I'm not saying that to give an excuse, and I'm not saying that to not try, but you can't push your own... Hey, Papa. What I mean is you can't force your own development. There's a time, it takes time, and there's seasons, there's growth where it happens. You know, it's like, I'm sat here in the middle of these trees, but it's like these trees, they can't force themselves to grow in winter because there's a natural process of it, you know, taking a break, and it becomes restorative. And you also can't force on a flower because it'll just rip and tear. If it's not ready to bud, it can't go. And without that, you know, that moment of recuperation, that moment of stopping, that moment of, you know, regeneration, recovery. A good chunk of these trees are deciduous, so they will lose their leaves in the next couple of weeks because we're getting close to the end of summer, we're getting into autumn, and that looks like death. But actually, it's part of the process of seeding. It's part of the process of dropping leaves, and those leaves become food and nutrients in the soil for all of the life underneath the trees, including the trees themselves. I also feel like I have to juxtapose this with the need to do. I've spent a lot of my time over the past 10 years in kind of self-discovery and kind of internal journeys, some shadow work, some talking to a life coach, some talking to a spiritual director, but really kind of trying to work on myself and work on my process and work on who I am. But I've also spent a lot of time reading self-help books, watching self-help videos, watching and learning information online. And I've gotten to the place for me where I don't need any more information. Like right now. I'm pretty sure we all have information overload, and we've got a good understanding of who we are and what it is we need to do. Like, I know what I need to do around alcohol. I know what I need to do around smoking. You know what? I know what I need to do around exercise, water, sleep. I've heard that information. I've heard all those talks. Do I do them all? No, I can't say I do. But I know that I'm at the point where I need to do. So what I've really been focusing on over the past kind of couple of months is actually the practice of doing. The practice of, for me, it's making photographs. It's taking time to do test shoots. It's learning new skills specifically related to the very niche thing that I want to do, and that's kind of food and product photography. If I could just encourage you to do one thing, it's to make the time for your practice, for your art, for your creativity. Whatever that looks like for you, just try it. I'm not saying to sign up and do like 30 days of anything specific, but try to push yourself forward. That might be journaling, it might be notebooks, it could be actually booking a photo shoot, like hiring a food stylist, hiring a model, like borrowing someone's lights. The best way to develop our skills is by doing the thing that we need to do. And if that's taking photos, take them with whatever camera you can get your hands on. Use what you've got. Start where you are. I promise it'll pay dividends. Hey, I'm going to leave it there. If you'd like to follow along on Instagram, I'm Rolly. Super simple to remember and find. If you found it here, you'll find me there. I'll also put a link down below. Follow on. But if you do follow, please say hi. I'd love to start a conversation. I don't have 3 steps or 3 things that you can do, but if you'd like to see 5 cheap things that I've found super helpful, all under €100, in fact only one of them is over about €30, I'll put a link for that up as well. If you like hanging out here and hearing what I gotta say, please come back for more. Okay, so it's coffee time. This dog wants to go for a walk, and I will catch you again next time. I don't know if you've tried recording a video with the dog in the background, but currently ours is sitting on the picnic table, and we're waiting for Mama to get out. So it's going great. Or from every time I try to talk, she's like whining over me. Robin,